And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Josh Donaldson will step in. A ground-out victim his last time. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Leading off the inning, Trevor Plouffe. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Storen's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Blue Jays trying to hold on here at the Rogers Center. They lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at the line score to this point in the contest. Joe Mauer comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking one pitch, one spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Hit on the ground to short. Tulowitzki scoops it up. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2. Juan Lagares will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
The catcher, number 9, Kurt Suzuki.
So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, and it's a 5-3 game now. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins do draw. Josh Donaldson will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hit out towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly and reined in 1 away.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Edwin Encarnacion is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
All right, fielder number 19.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Bautista. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Striding in to start the 9th, Jorge Polanco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jorge Polanco.
Roberto Ozuna is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jorge Polanco. And they'll need him to get something going here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2. And he pops it up, back behind second base. Tulowitzki is there, one away.
And up by 2 here in the ninth, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Danny Santana is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. And a look at a slurve in for strike 1.
Oh, and that's a dangerous pitch right there. But in the end, it worked out well for him. I don't think he was looking breaking ball, and that turned out to be a beauty.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Eddie Rosario makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. Down to their final out in the ninth inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Close to 50,000 on their feet here in Toronto. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit to third. Donaldson comes up with it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have come home and gotten the victory they needed. It'll set up Game 7 tomorrow for all the marbles as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 6 of the American League Championship Series, Jose Bautista needed only a triple to hit for the cycle, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Twins, 5-3. They have now tied the series at 3 games apiece and forced a decisive Game 7. In the 7th and deciding game of the NLCS, the Dodgers shortstop, number 5, was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs, clinching the league pennant and the right to represent the National League in the World Series in just a couple of days. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm told that the last remaining seats for this one were snapped up within 11 minutes of going on sale this morning. But we're happy you have a seat there at home. It's the finale, Game 7 of the American League Championship Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of pressure here in the building tonight. I mean, you can feel it when you just walk into this place. The players know what's at stake. The fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series. The loser goes home. The stakes don't come any bigger than this.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Toronto Blue Jays.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Marco Estrada gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he'll look to build off of his last start where he got the win and only allowed 1 run.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense. But his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic, and some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch it.
Danny Santana drives forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. 0-1. Here it comes. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Bautista. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first out.
Well, this is really well done out there. I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys range back to the wall and then mistime that jump, but he tracks this all the way and winds up making a super catch.
Miguel